Jumbo everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is MGN Media. Don't be surprised, I don't have my glasses. Do I look funny? Do I look different? Yes, my name is Mark George Njoroge. As usual, this is where you learn everything, my man, everything. Anything you want to know about the beautiful evergreen state of Washington. Where the evergreen, ever raining, ever beautiful state of Washington. Even though I'm psyched up, I'm a very sad man inside, you know. I've been thinking about what's going on in Africa, in particular the southern side of Africa, KwaZulu-Natal to be precise. That is in Johannesburg, when Johannesburg and Eswatini. Eswatini is Swaziland. Mandem. There is this unrest which is going on in those two countries, but let me start with South Africa, my friend. When I'm very disappointed, when I'm very sorry. I'm sorry to talk about you guys. I'm very sorry. You know, the unrest is going on because a leader, a former president, has been sentenced to jail for a period of time on corruption issues. Guess what? The community that this guy comes from, may decide, you know what? We need to stand with our own. I don't know who bewitched Africans. How do you go to fight for somebody when is already charged on corruption charges, and then you want to go fight for... This is not a political forum, by the way. I'm sorry. It's not a political forum. I was just thinking aloud. This is my evening thoughts. And the destruction that's going on in this country, Mandem. Look at these pictures, Maze. Look at these pictures. Maze, if somebody is charged with corruption and then you decide to go fight for them, you go to fight for politicians, I'm speechless. I don't know what to say, because it's very disappointing in this time and era in the 21st century. We are still thinking as if we are in the 18th or 19th century. We are in the Stone Age, where you fight for somebody and that person was doing it for his own good. Mandem. When I'm sorry, you're doing us, you're doing African nation dishonest. You're not doing a good thing to the African. You're portraying a bad image about Africa. Man, what's wrong with African countries and governance and true leadership? Where did we go wrong? Where did the rain start beating us, my friend? Because I don't see the sense where you go fighting for somebody. Well, it's okay, but my issue is when you're going to demonstrate or to, because where I live in the US, not long ago, the election for the presidential election, let me say so, between Donald Trump and Joe Biden. After Joe Biden won, there were some protests. You know, some guys had the audacity to go to the Senate to stop the counts and to chanting stop the count, stop the votes, you know. But I didn't see those guys destroy property. My problem is, why do you have to destroy somebody's property in the name of a leader? Just pause and think about it. I'm disappointed. Let me say so. I'm very disappointed. In fact, I saw a truck, a school bus. I think I have those pictures. Just look at these pictures. These pictures are very disturbing, you know. Somebody has invested his money on a tractor trailer, a big truck, 18 or 22 wheeler, depending on the country. I know our country it's only 3 axles. Others do 4 axles, and then because you have a dispute with the courts, now you decide to ban your brother's property in demonstration. Man, I'm disappointed, fully disappointed on how young men are being used. Man, who bewitched Africans? Mase, it's very disappointing when you see a photo like this. People are burning shops, looting. Mazee, majamaa maninja wanaiba because of one person. You want to ban the whole country, my friend. Who does that? It's only African who does that. It's only in Africa that this kind of shenanigans and this shenanigans happens. This man, I don't have exact words of how I'm disappointed, but this shenanigans should stop. Fighting for somebody because he comes from your community, you need to pause and think about it properly. What did I gain when he was in power? What did it directly, Did it change my lifestyle, Or I'm still the same way? I'm doing this because of few rands, few dollars, few shillings, some few kwachas, and you want to ban the whole country. You're bringing down the whole economy. Right now, South Africa is the borders are closed to their northern countries, neighboring countries. Nothing is coming in from Angola, from Botswana, from those countries which are inside South Africa, like Lesotho and Eswatini, Swaziland. Man, this is very disappointing. And then in 2 or 3, 4, 5 months, these guys who have been demonstrating, because you cannot demonstrate for a long time, you cannot demonstrate for a whole year. After 3, 4, 5 days, you'll start feeling hungry. You need to eat. And most of these African countries, people depend on hand to mouth. They feed from hand to mouth. You go kibarua, work here, work there, get some small amount of money. That's what you depend on. You depend on hand to mouth. And then, Maze, after 3, 4, 5 days, you'll come to realize, you know what? The unga that I was depending on, it's getting off. There's no unga. Then where do you go to buy unga? You have already looted the shop. Okay, you have looted the shop. Then the shopkeeper may be willing to reopen, but you burnt down some trucks that were transporting those commodities. This is a time bomb. This is a bomb in waiting. This is serious. This is serious. I'm disappointed. Today's thoughts, man. Africans from Johannesburg to up north. We need to change our mindset. We need to change how we view things, how we elect leaders. If somebody has been charged on, even though it's allegation, I remember in 2012 or in 2013, I was working with this NGO, and it was from Sweden, and the Prime Minister by then had to resign. She had to resign. Reason being, she bought coffee, kahawa, coffee, a cup of coffee, a cup of what? She bought coffee from these drive-throus. We have a lot of drive-throus in America. I think in Europe too. Drive-through coffee. She went through by Starbucks. She bought coffee. Unknowingly, she gave out a debit card which is for official use only. Official use only. A debit card ile ya bank, because they have the government issued their debit cards, and she bought coffee with it. And the lady who swiped it, after swiping it, she realized, you know what? This is a government official use only. The lady was like, you know what? I just swiped it. This is wrong. This is for government use only. And the prime minister tried to tell her, you know what? Just cancel. I'll pay with it. She said no. I think you did it intentionally. And she had to resign because she bought coffee worth $2. $2 American dollars. 2 point something or $3 or $5, some few dollars, which is equivalent to 300 or 400 Kenya shillings. She had to resign because she bought coffee with an official debit card. Imagine. So tano and somebody resigns. Hapa kuna ninja, because of some few shenanigans, the whole country is in anarchy. People are looting. Maze, people are chopping each other. Seriously, man. This is crazy. African leaders, Maze, they need to do something. They need to do something. Because I personally, I don't want to watch this news anymore because it's disturbing. You watch the news, the destruction in KwaZulu Natal, Johannesburg. Man, it's disappointing. It's disappointing. And then you will come to cry in 3 or 4, 5 days, in a week, in a month. Oh, the government is not doing its duty. It should bring us opportunity. It should reopen. Man, you are the cause of this problem. For crying out loud. You are the cause of this problem. And then now, you will turn to the left and blame the government for your mistake. When South Africa, I think the state of mind matters a lot. How we think, how we view things. I think corruption and how to fight corruption should be in our syllabus. It should be in fact, when people are doing social ethics, when we are doing social ethics, I think it should be on the vice, bad things that you're not supposed to do, It should be there on social ethics that you should not do corruption. Corruption is evil, It's evil, it's wrong. You can see the effects. People are losing their property because of corruption, because somebody is being charged, I'm not a politician. This is not a political forum, but just let me know what you think on the comment section, if it's making sense or not. But this is my evening thoughts. And then we cross border to Eswatini. Eswatini, it's a small country, which is, I don't know what's going on with our Bantu brothers, our Bantu. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. You Bantu brothers in South Africa, you are disappointing, Ovena. You are disappointing. Eswatini, it used to be called Swaziland, but nowadays they want to be recognized as Eswatini. Kuna huu ninja mwenye kuna several wives, and several concubines, he's the king. He's called the King Moswati III, And this guy has decided to take the whole country to himself. And it's a small country with a small population, Eswatini and Lesotho. I think that they are one of the countries with less than 3 million population in Africa. So it's a small country. But this guy, he owns everything, from kinywaji, from anything you think about. But now, because these guys have They are sick and tired of this leadership. You know, they want democracy. Democracy comes with a price, no question about it. It comes with a price. So now they decided to go and loot the country just like their neighbors. They're demonstrating for a good cause. But how they're doing it is very wrong, Wayne. It's very wrong. We understand you guys. You're pushing for democracy. You want to change the system of governance from the king to the regular, because the king knows who is going to the parliament, who is becoming this and this. He controls everything. The other guys, even though you are there, you are ceremonial. You don't have any powers. You know, the powers are in are at the mercies of the king. So these guys may decide, you know what, enough is enough. Well and good. No, I'm not disputing that. But how you guys are doing it, is wrong. You don't have to burn your neighbor's house. You don't have to loot the shop near you. You don't have to go break into the bank, steal money. You have the money, there's no commodities. You have the money, you're burning even the gas station, the petrol station. You're burning everything, you know, the factories, industries, you know, everything. You are burning literally every, including tarmac, lami, infrastructure. Man, our brothers in South Africa, our Bantu brothers, we need to talk, you know, we need to talk, we need to reason. Because what's going on, I personally don't think it's the right way to go. We need to change our mindset. Yes, some few leaders don't go the way things should be done, but I think there are proper channels for dispute. You don't have. I know our country, Kenya, we went through a similar situation in 2007-2008 general election. I come from Githurai, and I remember seeing those post-election violence going on in my naked eyes, you know. It was not a good experience. It's not a good experience. The kids that are growing in this era, which you guys are doing all this demonstration, that trauma in their mind will take a long time before it goes off, you know. They will grow with these traumas, you know. It's not a good thing. Even we are our brother's keepers, you know. Yes, we are disappointed on how things are done by the government, but two wrongs never make a right. Two wrongs never make a right, you know. So we need to discuss. Let us discuss, our brothers. Let us discuss, you know. There is no need of burning your neighbor's house because you're demonstrating an action which was done by another person. Why should you injure your neighbor's wife? I saw a photo. Man, this thing is disappointing. This thing is, you know, it's. I'm speechless. I've been watching this for a long time, and I'm like, you know what? I need to talk about it. This is my evening thought, you know, and I had to do it without my glasses, cause anyway, my people, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think about this governance? You know, this YouTube channel, I almost said YouTube, like our South African brothers, you know, our YouTube. It's not a political forum, but do you think we should take law in our hands? Should you? Is it necessary to destroy somebody's property because you're disputing his? He comes from an ethnic group that is in power. You loot a shop in the name of protest. A leader has been taken to court. Does it make sense at all? To me, it does not make sense at all. But anyway, I don't want to dwell into this issue because it's draining me off, you know, it's draining me off. I hate to see when my African brothers are hurting because we are one. So our African brothers, our African leaders, this is a call for you guys, you know, we need to do something. You guys need to do something, you know. This thing can be solved amicably, you know. This thing can be solved amicably. But how things are going, it's gonna be tough for those two African countries, Eswatini and South Africa, to stand up properly. They're losing their value in a high rate. South Africa is becoming notorious now with the xenophobic, which passed some few years ago. It has. I think something is wrong, you know. Something is wrong. Just recently, the xenophobic attacks on other Africans, you know, it happened twice in a span of 2 years, you know. It's wrong. It's wrong. Johannesburg, Cape Town, you know, KwaZulu Natal, you know, guys, there are better ways. There are better ways. There are better ways to solve issues, right? There are better ways. Even in our families, there are better ways to solve issues. In a country, there are better ways. There are better ways to solve an issue. If you have an issue with your girlfriend, there are better ways. There are better ways to solve an issue instead of being violent. Violence don't pay at all. They bring more problems. Did you hear me, Wayne? Did you hear me? I'm sorry to tell you. I'm sorry. But that's the naked truth, you know? So, yeah, I've come to the end of my evening thought. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. And if you are new to this channel, please, I'm requesting you. I'm humbled. I'm requesting you. Press the red button, subscribe. And for the regulars, those who always come to watch my YouTube channel, those who come back to watch me, Maze, I'm grateful for the support. Guess what? This is the road to 4,000 subscribers. 4,000. Man, I'm grateful. I'm 3,550 something or 60. Maze, only how many? How many? Around 440. If I'm not wrong. Maze, we can do it. We can do it. I'm requesting you guys, give me that support. Let's hit 4,000. Let's hit 4,000. Amasio. Anyway, thank you so much for watching me. My name kama kawaida, Mark George Njoroge. I'm doing this from Washington State, USA. Place inaitwa Fife, but it's spelled F-I-F-E. Fife, right? Thank you so much. I love you all, guys. See you when? On Thursday, when I bring you the exciting episode ya nini gani watu wangu? Yes, Tembea America City Editions. I'm excited. This city mtajibamba yenyu yote. So as usual, adios. Have a blessed day. Take care. Be safe. Don't be violent. Be nice to everybody, right? Tatu bora. Tatu bo, as we always say.